Welcome to Taste of Change for Kids. Today we have a volunteer who works here and helps us all. And Sasha is willing to share with us some good meal.
Yes. Yes, my name is Sasha. I'm a resident of Acton. I volunteer here at ActonTV, and I wanted to share some Russian food recipes today for meat patties.
Yes, very exciting. So how we make them? What do we use?
Yeah, so today we're going to be using turkey farce, like the ground meat, and we're also going to be using onion as our mix-in, and usually, while you would use breadcrumbs, we don't want to use breadcrumbs because we want to be healthier. So instead of breadcrumbs as a binder, we're going to be using zucchini, shredded zucchini. And
very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It's a very simple recipe. Not a lot of ingredients, not a lot of cooking time. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sounds very, very exciting. And Sasha suggested as a side dish, to use buckwheat. And I am always for buckwheat because it is very good for kids and parents and everyone. Very good ingredient. So what we start, we'll put it here to boil, right?
Yes.
Because it takes more time. And then you'll make this. Okay. Buckwheat, when you boil it, it is, if you have one, here is 1 cup of buckwheat, and I added already to the little pot 2 cups of water. So we'll wait until it is boiling, and we'll add this.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, while we're waiting for the water to boil, do you want to start
Of course, we'll start,
cutting up and grating our vegetables for the farce?
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Okay. So
This is very nice zucchini, I see. The very kind of not watery at all.
yes, yeah. So I specifically, there's different sizes of like zucchini that you can buy. I specifically bought the smaller zucchini squash because it holds less water and it has less seeds in it, which is very good for when you're grating it, like I am, super fine into any kind of mixture. So I'm using the smaller zucchini squash.
Very nice.
Yes.
Good to know, by the way. I never pay attention to this.
Yeah. And then for we're using like 1 pound of farce today.
Ground turkey. It is ground turkey.
Specifically ground turkey. And we're using I think it's like 94% lean, pretty lean meat.
Oh, nice.
And for 1 pound of meat, around half an onion, white onion.
Yes.
All right, so
my job here, it's boiling.
Oh, perfect.
That is so fast.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So adding some salt and buckwheat. And this is it. We'll close it, lower the temperature. Oh, it starts to smell buckwheat. It's so nice.
Yeah.
So we leave it alone. Usually it takes 5, maybe 7 minutes, and so we have time.
Perfect. Okay. And now we can.
So you assign me to cut onion, right?
Yes, please.
Yes,
if you could. And I'm just grating the zucchini. I'm using like a pretty fine, I'm using a pretty fine blade on the grater.
It's lots of work to use this. But look, you are right. I don't see much juice.
Yeah, these are really excellent for when you don't want a lot of moisture content, but you need a good binder. And this also will make them really tender when we finish cooking them.
Oh, yes. Parents, you don't want your kids grow unhealthy individual. You want them healthy individual. And also, kids always have, the majority of kids, they have problems with eating vegetables.
Yeah.
So this will be hidden treasure.
Yes, It's one of those things where you can't really feel the taste of it.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But it really adds a lot of nutrition to any kind of your recipes.
Absolutely. Yes, and you'll find more recipes. I made meatloaf or zucchini or I think I use mushrooms or whatever, doesn't matter. But vegetable instead of breadcrumbs, etc., etc. This is a very good choice. I think maybe this is enough. What do you say?
Yeah, I think
For
that's
this
good.
amount, right?
Yeah. And then I think that this is a good amount for how much we have. All right, perfect. So now that we have our vegetables cut and grated, we are going to add them. I'll place the zucchini off to the side. I will add this onion into the bowl. And now what we want to do is we want to take our farce and knead this all together until it becomes almost like a dough. So you really want to...
Yeah, so it is homogenic, right?
Yes, yeah, so it all gets homogeneous and it's all properly mixed together.
Very nice. Do you like to cook at home?
I try to, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit easier when you have
Mom
other
cooking.
people. Yeah, exactly. But I'm trying to learn a lot of her recipes for when I'm fully out of the house, so I can keep having
Good for you.
the meals I have at home now. And then also around this time, could you add a little bit of salt and pepper into it?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So this is what you use, salt and pepper. Yes, no more.
Yeah, nothing
Pretty
fancy. Just to add a little bit of of seasoning into it.
Yeah.
And you want this to be pretty, mixed together. You don't want it to be super loose, so mix it a little bit more than you think is necessary. So let's see.
You know what I would suggest? To add a little bit of olive oil.
Yeah, totally.
It will help you.
And oil or water will also help when you are forming the actual patties, because you see it's all sticking to my hands right now.
Yeah.
But when you're forming the patties, if you wet your hands with
That
water...
is getting better.
Yeah, so it's almost there, I think. Yeah, if you wet your hands with water or oil, that will help a lot, so that the farce doesn't stick to your fingers like it is now. I probably should have wetted my hands before this, but it's okay.
No, you're doing very good. I think you are.
But this is around what you want your mixture to look like. So
Nice.
everything's incorporated, everything is homogeneous, and now, after cleaning your hands,
Okay.
you'll be ready to form them into patties.
Yes.
And then we'll get on to cooking. So now that we've wetted our hands, we're now ready to start forming the patties. So what you'll do is you'll grab around like a handful, and it's okay if the farce still sticks a little bit to your fingers, it's all right. But you're gonna basically grab around a handful of farce. So around, like, my hands are pretty small, but, and you'll basically just start forming them into little patties. And leave them a little bit flat. Think of like a burger patty almost, except a little bit thicker.
Oh,
So
nice.
it'll look around like that.
This is too small, maybe. Okay, next
It's
time
okay.
I'll do big.
Yeah, you can, big or
Oh,
small.
very
It depends
nice.
on your hand size or how much you're making.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, they're little baby ones. I like them. These are perfect for little bite-sized treats.
Right.
And any time that you feel the farce start to like stick to your hands again, you can just re-wet your hands. If it starts getting too sticky, because water dries out pretty quickly. And if you feel like you want to change the shape of these at all, you can just add on, remove, all that kind of stuff.
I like this shape. I think they're so cute.
I think, yeah, I like the little dainty ones. They're fun to make. And plus, you can fit more of them into a pan, so you can cook more of them at once.
This is smart.
So you're not stuck cooking like 4 giant ones at a time.
Right, of course. Oh, they're very cute. So you used to eat them since you were a little kid?
Yes, yeah. This is like a favorite childhood dish of mine. They're really, really good. And you can have them with a lot of different sides. Like, for example, buckwheat, which is like a really popular side dish in a lot of Russian cuisine.
Russian cuisine, yes.
I think
Buckwheat is very healthy thing.
Yes.
And yes, it has carbohydrates, but they're good. the glycemic index of buckwheat is only 40. So it is almost low. It is medium and low. So don't be afraid to eat it.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
Ooh, super.
Nice.
Nice. At this point, the buckwheat is ready.
That's good.
Wonderful. So I just turn it off completely, and it stands and
Finishes cooking.
finishes cooking.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And now
Okay.
for this pan, which, is already smoking, we should probably add a little bit of. I'm setting this pan onto high heat. You can use like a pretty flat, wide pan to cook these in. Just adding a little bit of oil into it, and now on a high heat.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna start placing in these patties. We're just gonna let them fry on high heat to get a crust so that they get brown. But don't worry about cooking them all the way through right now because we're gonna let them steam after. But now we are just placing them into
Oh,
into
this
the
is
pan.
this is a good idea. I usually don't do this. Now I will.
Yeah. Be careful of spitting oil because, yeah, it's gonna start spitting. Yeah, be careful with your hands and of course spread the oil out
Yeah.
so that it's covering everything so that nobody is particularly, here. And just put them around in a circle. Once we flip them, we can add those two in. And now you're just gonna let them cook. We haven't added all of them in, but that's okay. We're gonna let them cook on one side until they get like a good crust. Flip them, cook them again, and then lower the heat to really, really low. And add a little bit of water, cover them, and let them steam. And that's what gets them to be also really tender on the inside is when you let them sort of cook in all of that steam. So that's the really important part.
Oh, makes sense.
All right, let's see, how are they doing? They're starting to cook up. Oh yeah, they're getting good.
So should we use lower temperature or this temperature is fine?
We can, as any kind of, whatever your stove's high heat is, just think like when you're like searing meat, think like that temperature. And once one of these is ready to flip, I think they're ready to flip.
Oh.
So you see how it's getting that sort of Maillard reaction on the meat? That's the kind of crust that you're looking for.
You can support it with a knife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Here, actually, can you put in the other two? That would be excellent.
Oh, it's
Perfect.
already smells so good.
Oh yeah, I love. This one can go for a little bit longer. Yeah, so you can use a spatula to check kind of where they're at. If they're not ready to flip yet, yeah.
I think we need more oil, no?
We need more oil?
Oh.
Okay.
Like this.
Yeah, so I recommend putting in like enough oil so that you can spread it around, even if it seems like, maybe it's kind of a lot of oil. This will just help them get a good crust. So it is all right. Oh, that one's a little pale. It's okay. And if it's a little pale, if you flip too early like I just did, it's okay. You can flip them again. It's all right. Just wait until they have a good crust. Oh yeah, that one's good.
Oh, I think the temperature is very, very good. It is 9 out of 10. And so they are getting...
And the ones on the edges might take a little bit longer. Oh yeah, that one's good.
Very nice.
That's an excellent crust.
And also the meat is not fatty, so we don't see that the fat is going out.
Yeah.
And so that's why you mentioned that you want to add the oil, water. And
Right, yeah. Yeah, because the
very
meat
good idea.
isn't super fatty. It makes it. Okay, we can substitute it for oils and stuff like that. Now that we've basically flipped all of them at least once and let both sides kind of cook, what I'm going to do, thank you, is add just a little bit of water, maybe even less than I have here, just like
maybe a couple of tablespoons, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 tablespoons.
And then,
Cover.
while all that steam is going, cover and let them kind of steam for around 5 minutes. Not too long, because remember, they're already mostly cooked. We're just letting them get really, really tender.
But we need to lower the temperature,
Yes,
is it right?
yes. We need to lower the temperature to whatever your respective oven's like low temperature is. So I'm lowering it to...
Yeah, this is a very powerful thing, so it should go really...
I'm lowering it to around like a 3.5, maybe like a 4 out of 10. Just so that steam is still being produced. You can see all the condensation, but so that it's not like still frying them. because otherwise they'll end up kind of overcooked.
Oh, it is so exciting. I can't wait to try
They look really good. So now that our buckwheat has finished cooking and we've let our meat patties steam a little bit, that's it. You're done. Now you're ready to serve.
Okay. How do you know that they're done? Like, I don't know
question.
yet.
Good question. When you open it up, thank you. What you can do is check that the juices from within are running clear. So if I make a little incision in one of the patties here and I just press down, you see how all that juice coming out is clear?
Clear, yeah.
That means that the meat inside is not raw. So even without cutting through anything, you can check that it's steamed enough and the meat is safe to eat. And our patties are. So.
Ooh, start serving. Meanwhile, I'll transfer the buckwheat. Ooh, yeah, I remember we were, when I was a kid, we were eating buckwheat or like this, or like boiled very, very long, and it was kind of all homogenic, but we liked it.
And if you want, you can get some of the juices on it as well. Like I think with the buckwheat, that's good. But
here?
You can if you want. I sometimes do it, like if I'm eating it all together, I like to take some of the juices from the pan, like from the meat and stuff, and a little bit of the extra onions, and I like to pour it on top.
Oof,
but
it's nice. Yes.
Pan's heavy.
You'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
But you know what? What is kind of interrupting me? That it's all kind of the same color. So
yeah.
let me like refresh it a little bit, something, so it looks.
Yeah, this adds like a really good
Just some
fresh sort of taste to break up, you know, all of our all of our wheat and our meat and everything like that.
Yes. Something like this. So it is. It looks a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit colorful. It gets a little color. So I see that you brought box. What is this for?
Yes. So this actually is a really excellent lunch that you can have and that you can take with you to school, like for students.
Oh, this is a good point.
Yeah. So
yeah, but to school soon.
Exactly. So if you don't want to, if your kid doesn't want to buy cafeteria food, if you want to make them a really like nutritious, healthy, and filling recipe that they can just take with them, this is great because you have you can have vegetable of your choice. You have your grains, which are really healthy.
Good for you. I'm so impressed with you.
And you have, you know, your meat. So you can just take, you know, you can make your bed of buckwheat.
Oh, like lunch box.
Yeah.
And you have something to. Yeah, this is very important. Yes, because as I know, cafeterias they don't.
They're improving.
Making efforts. They're improving, but still, it is not like you make something like this at home.
Right.
Parents,
give
your kids good.
Good meals, yeah. And
Good
even
meals, yes.
and even if you're not a kid, if you want to meal prep this to take to work or anything like that, it's super easy, super quick. You don't have to spend a lot of time in it.
Yeah, exactly.
In the kitchen. And yeah, in here you can put whatever you want.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'm putting some of these cucumbers in here because I like to have vegetables.
Good idea. Look how nice it is. Wow.
So
lunch,
yeah,
right?
super
Lunch.
easy lunch to take with you anywhere you go.
Wow,
Bingo.
Thank you so much, Sasha. It's just amazing and so fast and so simple and easy and healthy. Very healthy food. No breadcrumbs, no sugar, no. And by the way, buckwheat is gluten-free. So for people who maybe not so comfortable to eat other grains, buckwheat is very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much. You were watching Taste of Change for Kids with Sasha, and be healthy and happy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Great.
Bye, bye, bye. You'll find the recipes and this program at weightdestiny.com and ActonTV.org, where Sasha is volunteer.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, bye. See you later. Bye, bye.